always on the go, and we get the stories firsthand as they happen, where they happen. We bring the information to you undiluted, verified, accurate, balanced, and without bias. Told from the human angle perspective. We interview the actors and the experts. All facts laid bare. From Nigeria to the rest of the globe, we deliver the news on time and in time. This is News Express on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM. Lekki, Lagos.
News Express this evening. Faction of PDP reportedly grants Jonathan waiver to contest presidential primaries. Defense headquarters denies alleged terrorist base in Oyo following weekend's attack. Ajose withdraws from Lagos 2027 governorship race, backs Amzat. Good evening and welcome to News Express on Adami Mogu 93.1 FM Lagos. A blend of national, local, political, international, sports and entertainment news. I'm Ayo Adekeye and all the news in detail. We begin from the FCT where Vice President Kashim Shettima has warned against what he described as dangerous spread of suspicious reports in Nigerian public life. Speaking at a presentation of former head of state Yakub Gowon autobiography, My Life of Duty and Allegiance, Shettima said some people warned Tinubu to stop wearing traditional attires given to him by his vice. He said Tinubu not only rejected the claim but responded by deliberately wearing the clothing for an entire week as a public rebuke to what he called a story that did not add up. The vice president warned against divisive narratives among elites, noting that the country can only progress through collaborations. In a statement, former President Goodluck Jonathan described the autobiography of Gowon as a living testimony of leadership during one of the country's most defining period.
At a time when bitterness and division could easily have prevailed, and of course, we all remember General Gowon. Every leader, if anybody who have the opportunity to become the president of a country will be remembered from one thing or the other. But there are two key things that we remember leaders. Policies that endure, policies that reform society, policies that change things. Then, of course, major infrastructure. But policies are number one.
The book, with 35 chapters, covers Gowon's full life from his Anga's origins in Plateau State through his military career, the Civil War, his ouster in 1975, and his years in exile and academic study. Now to politics, where the People's Democratic Party has reportedly cleared former President Goodluck Jonathan to participate in his presidential primary after granting him a waiver. The committee screening the party candidates stated that Jonathan was approved based on his previous service in various political capacities, describing him as a leader with record of integrity and patriotism.
Deputy governor became vice president became president, so we didn't see anything that needed cleaning, and therefore the party had given him waiver to come and start following. In other words, he has been cleared as the candidate of the PDP for the presidential election, and that is.
Meanwhile, the PDP chieftain Umar Sani said that Tani Mutaraki-led PDP remains confident in Jonathan's potential candidacy. He also suggested that Jonathan's recent political engagements, including consultations and reported accusation of nomination forms, indicate serious interest in contesting the election.
Issue is not even about whether we will extract a commitment from him or not. What is most important in politics is your action. If your action suggests you are interested, there are certain processes you have to follow. One of which is the procurement of the nomination forms. In fact, he is about to submit the forms, publicly. The fact of the matter is that we believe that Jonathan is the right choice at this moment. Most Nigerians know him. Most Nigerians have heard from him. Most Nigerians, have reminisced on him.
Sani dismissed the ongoing legal challenge to Jonathan's eligibility, expressing confidence that the case would not succeed in court. Still talking politics now, the Social Democratic Party SDP says former National Chairman Shehu Musa Gabam is no longer a member of the party. The declaration was made by the newly ratified National Chairman of the party, Professor Sadiq Gombe, following a closed-door meeting with officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Abuja. Speaking to journalists after the meeting, Gombe said the party had already taken disciplinary action against Gabam over allegations of corruption, mismanagement and breach of the party's constitution. Gombe stated that Gabam was given the opportunity to appeal the suspension in line with the party's constitution, but failed to do so within the stipulated 5 working days, thereby validating his expulsion. He also expressed concern over claims that the Electoral Commission had not received some of the necessary party officials' correspondence, insisting that all necessary documents were duly submitted. From politics to security, where the Defense Headquarters has said terrorist groups have not established permanent operational bases in Nigeria's southwest, insisting that recent attacks in Oyo State were isolated criminal incidents. The clarification came after reports alleged the presence of entrenched terrorist bases in the southwest, particularly in the wake of the Oyo incident. Reacting in a statement today, the Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Michael Onoja, said the attack did not reflect the existence of any permanent terrorist structure in the region. He added that earlier clearance operations in the old Oyo National Park had significantly degraded the capacity of criminal elements operating within that axis. He assured that affected families, the government and people of Oyo State, that the armed forces were fully committed to securing the safe and unconditional release of all abducted victims. Similarly, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Ìbà Gani Adams, has expressed frustration over worsening insecurity in the southwest, revealing that related efforts to engage governors in the region on collaborative security measures received no response. Speaking in an interview today, Adams said he had written to southwest governors urging stronger cooperation and a unified regional approach to combating insecurity, but claimed his appeals were ignored.
November last year, I mentioned 4 states that these criminals have infiltrated these states. I mentioned Ondo State, Ekiti State, Osun State, and Oyo State. And there was a time, practically, I mentioned Ogun State. But as the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, I have the limit power to involve in security agitations of our country, especially Yoruba land. I have written to the Southwest Governor that there is a need for collaboration on the issue of security. But for the past 2 years, he did not reply me.
He stressed that insecurity has become a major concern for residents across the region, calling for urgent action from political leaders, traditional institutions, community stakeholders, and security agencies.
We have held one press conference on this issue about 5 months ago. There is need for the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò through Ààrẹ in Council and 14 different organizations, not only Oduwa People's Congress, to collaborate with the government. Even in the level of local government, it's very, very important that we should collaborate so that we can be useful on intelligent gathering and with the mass followers we have, and we secure these voluntary organizations, how they can help the government. But I don't know why they refuse.
His comments come amid increasing concerns over kidnapping, armed attacks and other criminal activities reported in parts of the southwest in recent years. In the meantime, Oyo State Police Command has dismissed reports of an alleged bandit attack in Ogboi and adjoining communities, describing the incident as false alarm. In a statement by its spokesperson Olayinka Ayonlade, the Oyo Police Command said panic erupted across parts of Ogboi and nearby communities, including Ajawa town, following the rumors that suspected armed bandits had invaded the area and attacked the vicinity of Ariago High School. According to the command, rumors triggered fear among residents, prompting the immediate deployment of surveillance and patrol teams to assess the situation and forestall any possible breakdown of law and order.
Immediately this report was received, the Commissioner of Police, State Police Command, CP Abimbola DG Olubenga, PSM and IPS, directed a massive manhunt in collaboration with other security agencies, and we've been on it. Of course, additional assets and personnel were moved to the area and the sojourning community to ensure to further avoid or prevent a breakdown of law and order.
The command also warned against the deliberate spread of fake news, misinformation, and unverified security reports capable of causing unnecessary panic and disrupting public peace. Elsewhere, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested former Minister of Power Salim Mamen in what officials described as a coordinated early morning operation in Kaduna State. EFCC Chairman Ola Olukoyede, in a statement today, said the arrest took place around 3:30 in the morning following ongoing enforcement actions linked to his conviction for financial misappropriation. The EFCC boss added that the properties involved in the arrest is currently under investigation as part of wider inquiries.
I'm happy to announce to Nigerians that at about 3:30 a.m. this morning, we arrested Mr. Salim Mama somewhere in Kaduna. This is a test of the commitment of the federal government of Nigeria to the fight against corruption in Nigeria. And to assure Nigerians that anyone who has pilfered government or national resources will not go unpunished. And the eagle eye of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission will always catch up with you.
The arrest comes shortly after Mamen was sentenced by the Federal High Court Abuja of allegations of financial wrongdoings related to his time in office. And now back to the metropolis, where the build-up ahead of the 2027 Lagos State governorship election took a dramatic turn today as Dr. Samuel Mawuyan Ajose officially stepped down from the race and declared his full support for Deputy Governor Kadri Obafemi Hamzat. Ajose, who had been considered one of the emerging contenders within the ruling All Progressive Congress, announced his decision during a meeting with supporters and party stakeholders in Lagos.
It's a very tough decision. I used to sleep overnight, so I struggled with it. But when I woke up in the morning, I had my peace. So that's why I said everything that everybody will benefit. And I think that's the best for you. In the interest of the party, I, Dr. Samuel Mawuyan Ajose, I've decided that I will let go. I will support Dr. Hamzat. We are going to be part of this campaign. We are going to take a very important position in this campaign.
Ajose, who described Hamzat as a competent administrator with the experience and capacity, urged his supporters to align with his ambition ahead of the party primaries. The endorsement further strengthened Hamzat's growing political momentum within the APC, where he has continued to receive backing from influential stakeholders and political blocs ahead of the governorship race. And now the lawmaker representing Surulere 1 in the Lagos State House of Assembly, Desmond Elliott, has denied allegations that he played a leading role in the impeachment of Speaker Mudashiru Obasa in 2025. Elliott's reaction followed claims by the Chief of Staff to the President, Bola Tinubu, Femi Gbajabiamila, who recently suggested that the actor-turned-politician was among those behind the controversial move against the Speaker.
The President called me to his study in his house in Abuja. I hear this Desmond is your boy. He here is part of the people that are causing problems in Lagos State Assembly. I had this vote. 3 days later, the Director General, DGSS, called me. There's a problem. The one behind you are supporting Desmond in this event. I called him again. Desmond, go and make a public statement that you are not part of it. Till tomorrow. If it was not that I had the kind of relationship I had with Mr. President, I won't be here today.
However, speaking today, Elliott dismissed the allegation, insisting that he was outside the country when Obasa was removed as Speaker and only signed the impeachment document after returning and discovering that the majority of lawmakers had already endorsed the impeachment.
It came to me as a shock because I was in South Africa then. So obviously it took me about 2 days to come back. I was also as confused as everybody was. And then I saw that almost everybody had signed. And pretty much we thought it was from the presidency. In all fairness, we thought it was from the presidency. And of course, I put in I appended my own signature. I believe I was maybe 30-something person at that point in time, because others who had traveled had returned and had also signed.
The lawmaker also claimed Gbajabiamila never told him to issue a statement on the matter, describing comments by the Chief of Staff as shocking.
Yes, I spoke with him during that period. Okay. I always seek his opinion. He's my leader. He's always been my leader. I always seek his opinion. He never at any point in time asked me to make a public opinion. And I'm saying that categorically. And you see, because it's a matter that has been dead and buried, Mr. President says it's over. It's over as it's over. So for my leader to bring the issue up at this political time, I think is somewhat quite surprising to me.
The controversy adds another layer to the political tension surrounding leadership changes within the Lagos legislature. Still in Lagos, two defendants, Ibrahim Kashawa and Ibrahim Sadiq, have been convicted and sentenced to 3 months imprisonment by magistrate court in Bolade Oshodi for unlawful dumping of refuse. Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Togumbo Wahab, said the duo pleaded guilty to a charge relating to indiscriminate waste disposal. According to him, following their guilty plea, the magistrate convicted and sentenced them to 3 months imprisonment each. The court also ruled that the sentence should serve as deterrent to others who engage in improper waste disposal within the state, particularly in densely populated areas such as Oshodi. You're listening to News Express on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos. Still to come, on Sports, Super Eagles draw Madagascar, Tanzania, Guinea-Bissau in AFCON 2027 qualifiers. On entertainment, Wizkid becomes first African artist to surpass 11 billion Spotify streams.
You can listen to Adami Mogo 93.1 FM from any part of the world. Download the Adami Mogo 931 FM app from Google Play Store and Radio Garden. And follow us on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have eyewitness stories or exclusive to share, contact the Adami Mogo FM newsroom via mail at newsroom@adamimogofm.com. Or you can dial 070-634-03583. You can dial 090-319-69629. Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos, voice of the light.
Good to know you're still with us, and now to the rest of our stories. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has said U.S. may need to strike Iran again, as they had been now away from ordering an attack before postponing it. Trump was speaking to reporters at the White House a day after saying he had paused a planned resumption of hostilities following a new proposal by Tehran to end the U.S.-Israeli war. He said Iran's leaders are begging for a deal, adding that a new U.S. attack would happen in coming days if no agreement was reached. In Tehran, head of the Iranian Parliament's National Security Committee, Ibrahim Azizi, said on X that pausing an attack was due to Trump's realization that any move against Iran would mean facing a decisive military response. Iranian state media said Tehran's latest peace proposal involves ending hostilities on all fronts, including Lebanon, the exit of U.S. forces from area close to Iran, and reparation for destruction caused by the US-Israeli attacks. And now to sports, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria will face Madagascar, Tanzania and Guinea-Bissau in the qualifiers for the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. Today's draw places Eric Shell's side as overwhelming favourites to finish in first position in the group. The first two teams in the group will qualify for the AFCON 2027 finals. The qualifiers will be played across 3 FIFA international windows between September 2026 and March 2027. Match day 1 and 2 are scheduled for 21st September and 6th October 2026, while the third and fourth rounds of fixtures will take place from 9th to 17th of November 2026. The final qualification matches are set for 22nd to 30th of March 2027. Finally, on entertainment, Afrobeat superstar Wizkid has set a new global milestone, becoming the first African artist to surpass 11 billion total streams on Spotify across all credits. The record was confirmed today by music analytics platform Chart Africa on X, noting that the achievement places Wizkid at the top of the African streaming history on the platform. According to the reports, the milestone comes shortly after the release of his new collaboration with DJ Tunes titled State of Mind, which dropped on the 15th of May. The track reportedly recorded more than 685,000 global streams on Spotify within its first 24 hours. The new record marks another major streaming milestone for African music, which continues to experience rapid growth across global platforms. And as we conclude News Express on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos this evening, here is a recap of the major stories. We told you the People's Democratic Party, led by Tani Mutaraki, has reportedly cleared former President Goodluck Jonathan to participate in its presidential primaries. Also in the news, the Defense Headquarters said terrorist groups have not established permanent operational bases in the southwest, insisting that recent attacks in Oyo State were isolated criminal incidents. Finally, we told you that Samuel Mauya Jose has officially stepped down from the race and declared his full support for Deputy Governor Kadri Obafemi Hamzat ahead of the governorship election in Lagos State. And that's News Express. On behalf of the production team, I am Ayo Adeke saying thank you for listening. Have a good evening.
Mommy, no. If we pour dirt for gutter, it go block am. Flood go enter our streets.
Egbanike, who dey tell you all this rubbish? You better do what I ask you to do now.
Pouring dirt into rainwater is pollution. It blocks drainage, causes flooding, and spread disease. Keep Lagos clean. Throw waste only in proper bins.
Fílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n yí kúrò nílẹ̀, mo fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àsìkò ìròyìn ti tó, bóyá ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ̀bọ̀, lónílé lálejò bóyá, lọ́mọdé lágbà, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ owó, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ ọmọ. Ìròyìn tó jẹ́ ojúlówó rédíò nílẹ̀ tí máa gbọ́ 93.1 FM ìkànnì tó tayọ, Lekki la máa fi kalẹ̀ sí ìgboro Èkó, Adami Mogo FM bóyá. Adami Mogo,
kí kú ìrọ̀lẹ́ láti ìkànnì adámimógo 93.1 FM Akotan Iroyin náà ló ń dé sétí gbọ̀nyìn fún ti ìrọ̀lẹ́ òní. Ọláolúwa Abímbọ́lá lórúkọ tèmi. Ṣáájú ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ àwọn kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn náà fún ti ìrọ̀lẹ́ òní. Ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ti gba ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà Goodluck Jonathan láàyè láti díje dupò ààrẹ nínú ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé. Olú ilé-iṣẹ́ ikọ̀ aláàbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà kọ̀ jálẹ̀ ìfẹ̀sùnkàn ibùgbé àwọn agbésùnmọ̀mí nílùú Ọ̀yọ́ látàrí ìkọlù tí ó wáyé ní ọjọ́ ìsinmi. Olùdíje dupò gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Àjọṣe yọ ara rẹ̀ kúrò nínú ìdíje dupò gómìnà nínú ètò ìdìbò ọdún 2027 tí ó sì ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lọ́wọ́ yìí Amsat gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò gómìnà. Àwọn ìròyìn náà lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ fún ti ìrọ̀lẹ́ òní. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ti ètò òṣèlú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà bó ṣe ń fi léde fún ti àsìkò yìí náà ló ṣàlàyé ìròyìn kan yìí tí oúnjẹ kò di mímọ̀ látàrí eré ìje lẹ́ka ti ètò òṣèlú ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ní ìròyìn ṣàlàyé pé olùdíje dupò gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó náà ló ti gbìyànjú báyìí láti jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn pé òun ti ṣetán báyìí láti yọrọ òun kúrò nínú ìdíje dupò gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Olùdíje dupò gómìnà lábẹ́ àkóso ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC Dókítà Samuel Mawuyan Àjọṣe wọn lò náà ló fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde lásìkò yìí tó sì ń jẹ́ kó dímọ̀ wípé òun ti ṣetán báyìí láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn òun fún ẹni tí ń ṣe gbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lọ́wọ́ yìí ìyọ̀n Dókítà Kadri Ọbáfẹ́mi Amzat. Àjọṣe náà ló ṣàlàyé tó sì ń jẹ́ kó dímọ̀ wípé ní àsìkò yìí náà ni ìtẹ̀síwájú ló tún ti débá ètò òṣèlú ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lábẹ́ àkóso ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress APC léyìí tó sì kéde ìpinnu ẹ̀ lásìkò yìí látàrí ìpàdé yìí tó wáyé tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn alátìlẹ́yìn àti àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nípínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí olùdíje dupò gómìnà ọ̀hún tó sọ léde ló ṣàlàyé pé ìpinnu òun náà ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ojúṣe kan èyí tí òun lérò wípé òun gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe tó ń ti ìṣọ̀kan nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC lẹ́ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò gómìnà tó sì ṣàlàyé pé lásìkò yìí òun ti ṣetán o láti yọra òun kúrò gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò gómìnà láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn tó lọ́rìn fún igbákejì gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò gómìnà nípínlẹ̀ Èkó látinú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC. Aṣòfin èyí tó ń ṣe ojú ẹkùn ìdìbò tí ń ṣe ti Sùúrùlérè ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ìyún náà ló ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde báyìí níbi tó ti ń jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìròyìn yìí tó hàn dé nílẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin tẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó aṣòfin ọ̀hún tó jẹ́ pé ó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sójú ẹkùn ìdìbò tí ń ṣe ti Sùúrùlérè ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Desmond Elliot ló náà ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde báyìí lórí ẹ̀sùn èyí tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi kàn án wípé níṣe ló kó ipa tó ń ti ribiribi láti rí dájú pé ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ojúṣe ẹ̀ láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yọ agbẹnusọ fún lẹ́gbẹ̀mọ aṣòfin tẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ìyẹn Múdàsírù Ọbaṣà ní ọdún 2025 gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó ṣe gbìyànjú láti yọ kúrò nípò lọ́dún 2025 ọ̀hún ẹni tí ń ṣe aṣòfin ọ̀hún náà ló fọ̀rọ̀ léde lásìkò yìí Desmond Elliot náà ló ti fohùn léde gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí àwọn èèyàn ń gbé pò yẹnu báyìí ọjà kò dín mọ̀ wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ èyí tí ẹni tí ń ṣe adarí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ sí ìjọba ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ẹni tí ń ṣe ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fẹ́mi Gbàjàbíàmílà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ náà lòun náà fi dá èsì padà wípé lásìkò tí oríṣiríṣi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ náà ló sì ṣàlàyé pé irúfẹ́ ìròyìn bẹ́ẹ̀ èló ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bó ti jẹ́ pé àwọn tí ń ṣe olóṣèlú lọ́tún àti lósì iná ni wọ́n gbìyànjú láti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tọwọ́ agbẹnusọ fúnlẹ̀gbìmọ̀ asòfin tẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ èkó lẹ́yìn lásìkò ìgbà náà àti wípé níbi ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó fi léde lásìkò yìí amòfin ọ̀hún tó ṣe báyìí jẹ́ aṣojú ṣòfin ti ìpínlẹ̀ èkó tí ń ṣe ojú ẹkùn ìdìbò ti Sùúrùlérè Desmond Elliot náà ló ṣe àkódànù ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́n orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára tó ń ti hàn dé wípé òun ò sí ní orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà lásìkò tí wọ́n gbìyànjú láti yọ agbẹnusọ fúnlẹ̀gbìmọ̀ asòfin tẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ èkó kúrò nípò tó sì jẹ́ wípé ní kété tí òun láǹfààní àti dé ní wàràǹṣẹ́sà ní kíákíá náà lòun tọ́ bọ̀wé láti yọ agbẹnusọ fúnlẹ̀gbìmọ̀ asòfin tẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ èkó ìyẹn Mudashiru Ọbaṣà láti yọ nípò lásìkò ìgbà náà léyìí tó sì ṣàlàyé pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ń gbépò yẹnu lásìkò ìgbà náà kò rí bí ọ̀rọ̀ náà bó ti jẹ́ gan lẹ́ka ti ètò òṣèlú ti ìpínlẹ̀ èkó. àwọn méjì kan rèé náà ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láǹfààní àtòrí ọ̀fẹ́ báyìí láti lọ wò ó wá ní ọgbà èyí tí ń ṣe ti ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n báyìí látàrí ẹ̀sùn èyí tí wọ́n fi kàn wọ́n. ìròyìn náà ló ṣàlàyé pé ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tí ń ṣe Ibrahim Kashua àti Karim Sodiq iná ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lórí ọ̀fẹ́ láti lọ wò wá ní ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n fún odidi oṣù mẹ́ta látàrí bí ilé ẹjọ́ yìí ti ń ṣe ti májísírèètì èyí tó fìdí kalẹ̀ sí agbègbè tí ń ṣe Bọ́ládé ní Òṣòdì nípínlẹ̀ Èkó tí wọ́n láǹfààní àti ṣe ìdájọ́ ọ̀hún tẹ̀síwájú tó ń ti èsì ìdájọ́ tó ń ti àbájáde ìdájọ́ ọ̀hún wípé kí àwọn méjèèjì kí wọ́n lọ fi ẹ̀wọ̀n oṣù mẹ́ta péré kí wọ́n lọ fi gbára látàrí ìwà yìí tí wọ́n ní wọ́n wò tí ò sì bófin ti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó mu tó ń ti ọ̀nà tí wọ́n gbà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní da àwọn ilẹ̀ sáwọn agbègbè èyí tí ò bófin mu kó tó di pé ọwọ́ òfin ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn lórí. wọ́n ní ẹni tí ń ṣe kọmíṣánná tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ ti ètò àyíká àti ohun àmúṣọrọ̀ lẹ́ka ti omi ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Tókunbọ̀ Wahab náà ló fi ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún léde tó sì ṣàlàyé pé àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ náà kàn méjèèjì yìí náà ni wọ́n láǹfààní àti ṣe ìdírẹ́bẹ̀ wípé lóòótọ́ náà ni àwọn jẹ̀bi ẹ̀sùn tí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó tó ń ti ẹ̀ka èyí tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ agbègbè tó ń ti àyíká àti ètò àmúṣagbára ọ̀rọ̀ omi èyí tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi kan àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé síwájú náà ni wọ́n jẹ́ kó dìímọ̀ pé lẹ́yìn ọ̀rẹ́yìn tó ń ti ìgbésíwájú sẹ́yìn ní ilé ìdájọ́ ti májísírèètì ọ̀hún ntí adájọ́ padà fẹnu kò sí náà ni wípé kí àwọn méjèèjì tí wọ́n dalẹ̀ lọ́nà àìtọ́ sáwọn agbègbè tí wọ́n dá sí kí wọ́n tó lu gbére òfin kó tó di pé gbé wọn lásìkò ìgbà náà ìyẹn Ibrahim Kashua àti Karim Sodiq wípé kí wọ́n lọ wò wá o lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n láti lọ́ọ́ faṣọ péńpé roko ọba fódìdí oṣù mẹ́ta gbáko. Akotan Iroyin náà ló ń tẹ̀síwájú láti ìkànnì Adámimógo 93.1 FM. ìròyìn eléyìí tí mo tún mẹ́nubà náà ló ń ṣàlàyé gẹ́gẹ́ bó ti ń tọ́ka sí ọ̀rọ̀ ti ètò ààbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. ìròyìn ọ̀hún ló ṣàlàyé pé Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò fún ti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá Gani Adams náà ló fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti ń jẹ́ kó dìímọ̀ wípé báyìí bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbìyànjú láti ipa náà tẹ àìlétò ààbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà níṣe náà ló ń gbogbo sí i fún ti àsìkò yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò fún ti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ọ̀gbẹ́ni Gani Adams bó ṣe fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde. Ààrẹ Gani Adams náà ló tún ṣàlàyé tó ń jẹ́ kó dìímọ̀ wípé òun ti gbìyànjú láti rí dájú pé òun ṣe ìpàdé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà ní eléyìí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ti ètò ààbò pàápàá ní agbègbè yìí tí ń ṣe wọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù lákòótán láti rí dájú pé àwọn gbégi dínà gbogbo àwọn ìjàmbá lọ́tún tó ń ti wàhálà lọ́sì tí ó ń bá ètò ààbò fínra ní àwọn agbègbè ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù àti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá bó ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde ó ṣàlàyé pé oríṣiríṣi ìgbésẹ̀ náà ni òun ti gbé láti dájú pé òun bá àwọn gómìnà èyí tí ń ṣe tilẹ̀ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́tún àti lọ́sì láti wá gbọdẹ́kun sí ọ̀rọ̀ àìlétò ààbò èyí tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pàápàá lágbègbè tí ń ṣe ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù. níbi ọ̀rọ̀ tó fi léde nínú ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò kan náà ní Ààrẹ Ìbà Gani Adams ló ti ṣàlàyé tó sì ń jẹ́ kó dímọ̀ pé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà náà lòun ti gbìyànjú láti wá ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ àwọn tí ń ṣe gómìnà tó ń ti àwọn tí ń ṣe adarí láwùjọ láti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí wọn láti wá àtúnṣe ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ àìlétò ààbò ní orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà lápapọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó jẹ́ pé ibi ikọ̀ náà ló ń já sí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí onítọ̀hún tó tún ṣàlàyé pé oríṣiríṣi àwọn olùgbé káàkiri ní agbègbè tí ń ṣe wọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù náà ni wọ́n ti ń pèpè fún ìdásí àwọn tí ń ṣe adarí lẹ́ka ti ètò òṣèlú lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà tó ń ti àwọn tí ń ṣe lọ́balọ́ba ní orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí àti àwọn lámẹ̀ẹ́tọ́ láwùjọ pàápàá àwọn tí ń ṣe òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ààbò lóníranran kí wọ́n jígìrì sí ọ̀rọ̀ àìlétò ààbò tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà láti pẹ̀tù tó ń ti dẹ́kun sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ń ṣe àìlétò ààbò tó ń ba orílẹ̀‐èdè fínra pàápàá lágbègbè ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù lásìkò yìí. ìròyìn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ti ètò òṣèlú orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà náà ló ń ṣàlàyé báyìí wípé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alábùradà lórílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà lábẹ́ àkóso people's democratic party pdp náà làwọn náà ti fi ìròyìn léde báyìí wípé lórí gbogbo ẹ̀sùn èyí tí kò jẹ́ kí ààrẹ àná lórílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà èyí tí ó sì ń bá ẹjọ́ de látàrí èròǹgbà yìí tí ààrẹ àná lórílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà Goodluck Jonathan tó fi hàn wípé òun ti ṣetán báyìí láti tún díje dupò ààrẹ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú people's democratic party tí ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp pàápàá fún ètò ìdìbò gbogbogbò tí ń bọ̀ lọ́dún 2027 tí wọ́n sì ní ìfi ọ̀rọ̀ léde ọ̀hún náà ló foríṣiríṣi àwọn aáwọ̀ tó ń ti awuyewuye èyí tó ń lọ láwọn ẹ̀ka ti ètò òṣèlú orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà wàyí náà lẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú people's democratic party ni wọ́n ti fi léde báyìí wípé àwọn ti ṣetán láti gba ààrẹ àná ọ̀hún láàyè láti díje dupò ààrẹ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú people's democratic party látàrí ti ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé èyí tí ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ó wáyé tó ń ti láti ṣe àyẹ̀wò fínífíní fún oríṣiríṣi àwọn tí wọ́n ṣetán láti díje dupò tẹ̀síwájú lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n fi léde wọ́n pe oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn ọ̀hún náà ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde báyìí wípé ìbuwọ́lù ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ọ̀hún ìyẹn Goodluck Jonathan ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn iṣẹ́ yìí tí wọ́n ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí lẹ́ka ti ètò òṣèlú àti bí wọ́n ti gbìyànjú agbára wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí adarí èyí tó ní ìfọkàntán tó ń ti àforítì àti ìfẹ́ aráàlú náà nìròyìn ọ̀hún tún ṣàlàyé pé ọ̀kan lára àwọn tí ń ṣe olóyè nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp Umaru Sani iná ló ṣàlàyé pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀hún èyí tí Tanimu Turaki tí ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ti èyí tó ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún iná ló ní òun nígbàgbọ́ tọ́lọ́rìn nínú ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà láti tó ṣe sẹ́sìn lọ síwájú gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò ààrẹ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú pdp ọ̀hún wàyí náà lọ́rọ̀ Jonathan gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà wípé kí wọ́n gbìyànjú láti ṣe ojúṣe wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bó ti yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe é. olórí iléeṣẹ́ yìí ti ń ṣe ti kọ aláàbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà yan defence headquarters náà ni wọ́n ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde báyìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìgbésùnmọ̀mí ní orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí tó sì jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ orin tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà tí wọ́n ń kọ lẹ́nu báyìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tí ó fi léde wọ́n jẹ́ kó dìímọ̀ pé oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn náà ni wọ́n ti ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ àhesọ wípé látàrí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò yìí ìròyìn ọ̀hún ló ń tọ́ka wípé àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n ń gbé pò yẹnu wípé àwọn tí ń ṣe agbésùnmọ̀mí wọ́n ti fi agbègbè ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù wọ́n ti fi ṣe ibùgbé báyìí tó sì jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ta kótó kúrò láwọn abala abìkan o tí wọ́n sì lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pàgọ́ sáwọn agbègbè kágbègbè èyí tí ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wà ní agbègbè ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù ní orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n fi léde náà ní iléeṣẹ́ yìí tó ń rí ṣe pẹ̀lú ti ọ̀rọ̀ ti ètò ààbò ní orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà olúlu iléeṣẹ́ wọ́n ṣàlàyé pé lẹ́yìn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìròyìn yìí tí àwọn ti gbà tó sì jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kan náà ni wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan àwọn tí ń ṣe agbésùnmọ̀mí lóníranran báyìí wípé wọ́n ti gbilẹ̀ tí wọ́n sì ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ múlé sí agbègbè ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà pàápàá látàrí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ èyí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú ọ̀yọ́ láìpẹ́ yìí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n fi léde adarí gbòógì èyí tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ìmọ̀ gbóhùn léde fún iléeṣẹ́ yìí tó jẹ́ ti olúlu iléeṣẹ́ olùdáàbòbò ní orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà major general michael onaja wọn lòun ló ṣàlàyé pé ìkọlù ọ̀hún ò túmọ̀ sí wípé àwọn agbésùnmọ̀mí wọ́n fi àwọn agbègbè ọ̀hún ṣe ibùgbé pátápátá tó sì túmọ̀ sí pé oríṣiríṣi àwọn agbègbè náà ló ṣeé ṣe kí àwọn agbésùnmọ̀mí lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí kí wọ́n wà. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó tún fi léde náà ló tún ṣàlàyé pé àwọn agbègbè yìí tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ń tọ́ka sí lásìkò yìí tó sì jẹ́ Ọ̀yọ́ National Park lágbègbè ibi tí ọjà ìgbọ́kọ̀sí ní ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ iná làwọn èèyàn ń gbé pò yẹnu pé àwọn tí ń ṣe agbésùnmọ̀mí ọ̀hún wọn ṣàkóso látàrí bí iléeṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ ti olúlu iléeṣẹ́ ti ìdáàbòbò fún ti àwọn ọmọ ológun lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà bọ́n ṣe fi ọ̀rọ̀ léde pé kí àwọn èèyàn kí wọ́n mú irú ìròrí bẹ́ẹ̀ kúrò lọ́kàn torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí kò sí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ fún ti àsìkò yìí ni. Àkótán ìròyìn náà ló ń wá sí òpin fún tìrọ̀lẹ́ òní láti ìkànnì àdámimógo 93.1 FM ṣùgbọ́n kó tó di wípé a tún dágbére fúnra wa ká tó wakọ̀ ìròyìn ọ̀hún gúnlẹ̀ fún tìrọ̀lẹ́ òní ẹ já mú àwọn kókó ọ̀hún lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. fún ti ìrọ̀lẹ́ òní gẹ́gẹ́ bá ti mú wá sétí gbọ̀nyìn wípé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ti gba ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà Goodluck Jonathan láàyè láti díje dupò ààrẹ nínú ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé tí yóò wáyé. bẹ́ẹ̀ la kà á sétí gbọ̀nyìn fún tìrọ̀lẹ́ òní pé olúlu iléeṣẹ́ ikọ̀ aláàbò tí ó jẹ́ torílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ti kọ̀ jálẹ̀ ìfẹ̀sùnkàn ibùgbé àwọn agbésùnmọ̀mí nílùú Ọ̀yọ́ látàrí ìkọlù tí ó wáyé ní ọjọ́ ìsinmi. bẹ́ẹ̀ la kà á sétí gbọ̀nyìn fún tìrọ̀lẹ́ òní pé olùdíje dupò gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjọṣe yọ ara rẹ̀ kúrò nínú ìdíje dupò gómìnà nínú ètò ìdìbò ọdún 2027 tí ó sì ní òun ṣetán láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lọ́wọ́ yìí Hamzat gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò gómìnà nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC. Àkótán ìròyìn náà ló wá sí òpin fún tìrọ̀lẹ́ òní láti ìkànnì àdámimógo 93.1 FM gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti kà á sétí gbọ̀nyìn Ayọ̀ Adékẹ̀yẹ náà ló kóròyìn ọ̀hún jọ fún tìrọ̀lẹ́ òní Ọláolúwa Abímbọ́lá lórúkọ tèmi tí mo ka ìròyìn náà sétí gbọ̀nyìn kẹ́mọ́ gbàgbé wípé ètò ń tẹ̀síwájú níkànnì yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ nípolówó ọjà ń tẹ̀síwájú níkànnì yìí ò káríra láyọ̀ ká pàdé níre lórúkọ Elédùmarè ẹ ṣeun tẹ̀ ń tẹ́tí gbọ́ wa.